Welcome to Cali Valle, Customs and Traditions. My name is Mario Pizarro, and today I'll be telling you a little bit about how our traditions work. Here it says, this is something that I saw in the presentation and I thought that it was really interesting to mention it because it represents me. It says, there is no love sincerer than the love of food. This was said or written by George Bernard Shaw. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to start with Calima Lake. Why Calima Lake? We're talking about Cali. There's a thing with people from Cali. We often like to visit areas that surround our city because we are located in a place where everything is close. So you can go to different kind of weathers, right? So the thing is that since in Cali it's so hot, we are always looking for ways to get away from this kind of heat, from this kind of weather. And Calima Lake is a place that is like 2 hours away from Cali and where people usually go on holidays. Another activity that we like to do and that we recommend foreigners, for example, places to visit is called San Cipriano, that is in Valle del Cauca. And it's a place where people go like down the stream of the river by using some like the pneumatics from trucks, big trucks. So they blow some air on them and then they use them to slide down the river coast. On the top of one of the hills next to Pance, we have a natural reserve called Anahuac. But I have chosen the Nirvana one because it's a natural reserve and where people just get relaxed or they can go see bird sightseeing and they have different options on what to do if they want to do like a kind of spiritual retreat or if they want just to chill out and relax. The same goes for Hacienda del Paraíso that is on the way to Buga, if I'm not mistaken, because this is like a traditional and architectonical place where some stories that are so wonderful and that have been inspired for some written activities have happened. We also have on the way to Buenaventura, a place that is called the Finca Alejandria, where you can see hummingbirds and you can see all kinds of different bird species and you can learn about their habitats, etc. The Cali Zoo. The Cali Zoo is very diverse. You can see loads of different kinds of animals and they are recognized as a great zoo, which is always taking into account the needs of their animals there. Pico del Oro is a place where you can go hiking. It is on the top of the mountain near Pance. People like going there because for them it represents a challenge and it also has a beautiful view of all the valley. You have to be fit. You have to have some, you have to be in shape in order to achieve this, to go to Pico del Oro or to Pico Pance, which I think is higher because it's demanding. So you have to be well prepared. Some people stay overnight and they do the trip in 1 or 2 days. Actually, sometimes they do it in 3 days because unless you're a high intensity sports person, it's very rough. It's very hard, sorry, to do it in 1 day, to go up and down. Okay, so in the historic center is located downtown in Cali. Here you have some pictures of some people having some treats. I have put this because it represents somehow the architecture of the city, but also the fact that people are always there trying to tell you a little bit about what has happened or what used to be there. You have a walk called the Boulevard where you can see like some lights and some parts of the city are illuminated when it comes like to celebrating Christmas, December, etc. The Alameda is a farmer's market that is located near the between south and downtown where you can go and buy groceries and it is very famous because Even though some other farmers market exist, this one has the characteristic of being really organized. You can find food, you can find lots of different fruit, and everything is always fresh. Now let's get down to business, traditional fruits and drinks. So we have lulo, which is used to create a drink called lula, which has like obviously pieces of the fruit, some ice, lemon, and it has also condensed milk, which is something really sweet. So the mix of sour, acid, and sweet gives it a delicious taste. We have the chontaduro, which is something really traditional. Actually, people who don't like chontaduro and they are from Cali, they are considered like not original caleños or caleñas. Regarding the traditional fried food and drinks, we have the cholado, which is like ice with some chemicals that sweeten up the drink, and they put some fruit on it and also some condensed milk. And that is something that you can get in some places of the city. We have the traditional picada ayuna, which has loads of different kinds of fried food. For example, we have the marranita, we have the empanada, we have chicharrón, we have bofe, we have some plantain, green plantain coins, we have some yuca strips, and we have some lemon to pour all over it. It's very delicious, but I recommend to eat it not so often because it has an amount of cholesterol that can damage you. San Antonio Hill. San Antonio is one of the most traditional neighborhoods in Cali. It is a place where people go visit during the weekends because you can picnic there. There are some things that are amusing. There's a lot of local businesses going around. You have a beautiful view of the city. The weather is nice. As you can see to the right, there are people sliding down. They are using like the beer boxes where all the beers are put there, and they slide it and they create like competitions and everything. Before the pandemic, we also used to have some people like storytellers, and they used to tell stories every weekend, and it was entertaining, like a little bit of culture for the people. The Tertulia Museum is amazing. It has all the time some um, artistic presentations. They have a cinema. They do musical celebrations. They do some orchestra presentations, bands. Next to it, you also have an ongoing artistic showdown. You also have the opportunity to visit a restaurant near it. And last but not least, we have salsa dancing. Salsa is like a cultural part of the city. All of us have been exposed to salsa from school or family members, the competition, etc. It is part of our nature. Somehow we are always involved with it. Salsa has evolved to the point where it has been fused with other genders, musical genders. And although some people are like a little bit more traditional, it is enjoyable to see how Cali likes to mix all of the different cultural aspects that surround Valle. And we have also a lot of different mixes with the Pacific Coast culture regarding food, regarding music, and obviously different festivals that are celebrated around the whole year. I hope you have liked the presentation, and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.